Hi everyone, this is Corey, the Youper Linen Lady. Welcome to my channel of Superior Finds Reselling Adventures. So today we're going to get into what I have sold in the past, I would say week and a half. This is my sales page, and as you can see, my sales are down by 9.5%, which I kind of expected this. The last week of February, I did take about a 4-day vacation. I went to a conference. So I did see a decline in my sales. And yes, I'm sure you've heard it from other resellers, but sales are down. However, they are looking up for me. And I've had some really good sales. So I am so excited to show you all those today. Now, going into my sales by category, you'll see that lately I've been selling books and magazines, which really this is one book that's really made the difference, and I'll show you that. And we have coats and jackets, women's coats and jackets. Then we have tablecloths coming in at number 3, bowls coming in at number 4, and then we have dinner service sets. And so that means just if I've sold dishes, sold together like a dish set, bunches of dishes. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get into this with you. And let's go into it right now. So the first thing I wanted to show you today were these Waverly Garden Room pillow shams. Now, these were really nice shams, really thick, really well made. Waverly does have some great items, and I never pass up Waverly. I always buy it when I see it. So these shams right here, I did take a best offer because they had been sitting of $29.98. I initially only paid $2 for these, and my net profit means after shipping, inventory cost, and my listing fees, it was $26.68, and I had these for 10 months. And this is a smaller sale, but it sold so quickly, everybody. If you find Target Opal House, and that is one of their lines of bedding, and they have some really neat designs and patterns. I picked this up because it said Opal House. I listed it for $10.99. I got an offer for $9.99 the next day, and I only paid $1 for this. So my net profit was $8.65, but it was a very quick $8.65. Opal House is a very popular brand, and yeah, this wasn't vintage. I didn't even have a name. As you can see, I just put pale pink, yellow floral, abstract. 2018 because it said that on the tag, and yeah, it sold very, very quickly. So yes, if you don't mind a low sale but a quick sale, then look for Opal House. And I love selling hats, especially when they are this style. Australian Outback hats are very, very popular and very sought after. This one was a little dusty, but it was in good condition. I cleaned it up. And I bought this from an antique store that was closing. Okay, so this is an Australian Outback collection hat. Digger is what it said on the tag. And I took a best offer of $37 for this. It was in good condition, but I felt good about that offer. So for $37 it sold. I did pick this up for $7. My net profit was $23.35, and I had this for 1 month. Now, on each of my videos, every what sold video, I do have to show you curtains, right? And I have to show you my linens, just like I showed you the pillow shams, the pillowcase. Now I'm going to show you some curtains. Now, these are some vintage Stevens curtains. The tag was very, very helpful here at CJP Stevens, 1989. Just a nice dark floral, morning glory. I put garden down. So I had 2 of these in stock. Someone gave me an offer of $30 for both, and I said, why not? I don't pay very much for my linens, so these cost $2.11 a piece. So my total cost of goods was $4.22. And you know what? My net profit, everyone, was $24.32. So not too bad for just, 2 curtains. And I had these for 5 months. And I know everyone else says this, but Christmas does sell all year. And what I did, I believe at my last estate sale, I had a few Christmas figures. And so then I was looking at all of my Christmas items, and I noticed I had a lot of trees as well. So what I did was I just combined some lots together and just lumped it all together. That way I believed it would sell quicker, and it did. So this is what I did in February. So this was probably 3 little lots I had for sale. They weren't selling, they were just sitting there. I had a few more little figures, so I said, okay. I put them all together, made them into one. I did have this up for $32.99. Someone gave me a best offer a month later of $25. I said, yes, let me just get rid of these. And, so my promoted listings, I don't pay for a lot of promoted listings anymore. So with that, my net profit was $28.74 because the shipping was a little bit higher and than I had estimated. And this does happen to us resellers all the time, where the shipping is a little bit higher. So what I do is that little bit higher cost in shipping, if it does happen, if I do profit, that goes to my supplies. Because as you know, if you are a reseller, we pay a lot in supplies. So yeah, my cost into this was maybe about $5. It kind of varies because I did have some of these things for a while. So okay, here's a really cool lamp. I saw this lamp about 2 months ago at a Goodwill about 60 miles south of me. And it was Looney Tunes, with Donald Duck. And there were not any comps on this. There was no lamps like this that sold. So this was a very rare lamp. Now it did have some condition issues. See that chipping on the base there. And, it was cheaply made. But it was a great silhouette of Daffy Duck. So I bought it for $4 and I did get a best offer of $36. I accepted it. My net profit on this lamp was $31.79. I was very happy with that. Okay, this is a great, great sale. And this book is from 1903, everybody. Now, I used to sell books all the time. That's how I started on eBay. I was selling the books that I no longer read because I love books. I read all the time. And when I started on eBay in 2003, of course, there was no Kindles around, so everything was a physical book. And so books sold all the time. Then Kindle came about, and now we can just read books on our phones, of course. So not everybody is buying the physical books anymore. Books take up space, right? So I had to alter how I bought books. Now I saw this at an online auction. I bought it. I was $7.94 into this book. And what I do is when I buy from an online auction, I buy in bulk. I make sure that I'm buying at least 10 to 20 to 30 lots because I want to fill up my car, and that makes the cost of each item I list cheaper. So yeah, I was $7.94 into this. This sold for the full asking price of $150.99, and my net profit was $112.18. And I had this book for 11 months. And what it is, it's drawings. Yes, I did not agree with the title, of course. But these were Gibson girl drawings. So very, very cool. Gibson Girls was just a style from this artist, right? Charles Dana Gibson. Very, very popular. So yeah, if you see rare books, definitely look them up. Do some comps on them. Rare and older books are more sought after. Okay, and so then we have a woman's blazer. This was a Ralph Lauren woman's blazer. Very nice. It was a wool tweed. Now, I had this listed for $45.99, and then I had a sale, a 15% off sale on all blazers and jackets, and I forgot that this was included. So this blazer did sell for $39.09. I bought it for $6.50. My net profit was $26.94, and I had this for a week. So I might have undersold this blazer a little bit, but it was a quick sale. So I can't really complain a lot about that. So then we have these awesome Cruel needlepoint pillow covers. And so you see they're not in the greatest condition. I went to an estate sale, and this lady loved to embroider. It was and these were wrapped up in a bag. She was also a smoker, so she smoked in her house, and so there were actually 4 pillow covers in all, and the two pillow covers sold right away immediately, just because they were a different pattern. So these were just a floral pattern. Now what I had to do, I had to soak these. And as you can tell, like I said, they're not in the best condition. There's a little bit of separating there. But after I soaked them, I was able to get the smoke odor out of them. And so I had these listed for $80.99. I thought, well, I might as well go high. After about 3 months, I did get a best offer of $55. So I paid $1 for these. Someone bought them for $55. My net profit was $47.47, and I had these for 3 months. So this was an excellent sale. Then we have these cute little Scotty Terrier dogs. This is a cast iron card holder. Now, it's Art Deco in style, so I put that in my title here. However, you see I did not put antique or vintage because this was a remake. And I knew it was a remake just because of the way the cast iron looked. It was in very, very good condition. I did not put antique or vintage. I did not want to mislead anybody. But I did list this for $50.99 because it is a really nice piece. This sold on a best offer of $39.99. I bought this for $5 at this antique shop that was closing. My net profit was $32.70, and I had this for a month and a half. Still a great sale. So then we have this dish set. Okay, this is a Stony Hill Mountain Lodge dinnerware set. New service for 4. Now this came in the box. And the box had some wear, but that's okay. No big deal. It was still packaged. These dishes were never used. See, they were still all in their cardboard sleeves. And yeah, there's the damage that the box had on it. So the shipping on this was a little bit high. I accepted a best offer of $55 for this set. Now I initially bought it for $4.24 at my local thrift shop, one of them. And my net profit was $62.22. So I did make out on the shipping again a little bit. And I did that because I didn't use promoted listings on this. So all I had to pay was the listing, not the listing fee, but the, the fee that eBay charges. So I had this for a year and a half, and I have to tell everybody, ever since I put my promoted listings on a very low percentage, I still get sales. Yes, they did dip, but I think it was also that time of year, January, February, sales do start to decline a little bit. But I am very happy that I am no longer spending so much money on promoted listings. So I am liking this business plan a lot better than my last one. Okay, so the story behind this teapot, this is a Pyrex glass coffee teapot, and these are really desirable. I have a friend who sources for me sometimes when she gets time, and she lives about 3 hours away. And she has found so many of these for me where I have never found one. So it's really funny. She keeps on coming up with these, different sizes, or like a saucepan that is the glass flameware, right? So this came from her sourcing bundle. I paid her $50 for some things, about, I don't know, like 3 boxes and bags. And so I was $2.27 into this. This sold on a best offer of $31. My net profit was $21.95, and I had this for a week. Then we have this groovy 1970s polyester jacket. This was just really cool. I knew it would go to a specific buyer, right, who wanted this particular look. So it did sit for a little bit in my eBay store. The initial cost was $65.99, but then I had a 30% off sale on some of my vintage items that were not moving. So this sold for $42.89. I bought this for $5.30 at my local thrift store, and my net profit was $34.80. So I was very happy with this sale. Now, I love this sale, everybody. This sale was awesome. This was from the last estate sale I went to, and I hope that you all saw the video, because I showed you I showed you this item in that video. Now, what I had to do, I saw this item and it was priced for $16 at the estate sale. And for me, $16 is high. So I hemmed and I hawed, and I looked up comps. However, they were all over the board, right? Because of condition issues. So I made sure that it worked. I plugged it in and I said, okay, I'm going to take a gamble. I bought this for $16. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful tree topper, a 1950s, and the way I figured that out was the plug, and there's the little red fan. So at first I didn't even know it had this little red fan, and then I heard something rattling in the box underneath the flap, and there it was. So this was complete, and the reflector in the back had very little signs of like rust wear to it. And so yeah, this was in really, really good condition for its age. I have some pictures there of the little, like, I don't know if you want to call that rust or brown spots, but really, and then there's a crease right there. But really, the reflector was in very good shape. And there's all my pictures. There's the other side of it. So I looked at all the comps, and I looked at all of the ones that were for sale. Mine turned out to be the best one in the lot, and everything that was listed, mine was the best. So I listed it a little bit higher at $78.99, and I had it for a week. I had an offer for $74.75, and I said, why not? That's like, not much at all. And so my net profit was $48.12. So yeah, even though I paid $16, I still made a $48 profit. So I was very, very happy with this sale. And when you are at an estate sale and you see something like this, just look at the conditions, see how bad of a shape it's in. I thought maybe I had taken a loss. I mean, sometimes you do have to gamble, but that's what we do as resellers, right? We use our best guess. We use the best knowledge that we have, right? We use our knowledge and we think about what all we have learned. And this is how we decide of what we sell. And this is what makes our business profitable, when we know what is going to sell. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense to you. All right, now I'm going to show you the last one of the day. And here are some antique Oneida WR Keystone Carnation dinner forks. Yeah, these were from 1908, set of 5. I put Edwardian. So I had these listed for $39.98. I did get a best offer for $32. I accepted it. Now, I bought these forks in a huge lot. There was a chest at an estate sale, and it had a lot of one pattern, but then it had some more patterns thrown in. And I'm going to link my my video on flatware to this video, so you can watch that and you can see how I source flatware, because I really do make great profits from flatware. But anyway, on this lot, I figured that each item I listed was $1.39. So I paid $1.39 for these forks. You know, the buyer paid me $32. My net profit was $27.09, and I had this for 5 months. So, okay, everyone, let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next video.